Good morning on day 3 of the Cammino dei Borghi Silenti. I left the little village of More about an hour ago. I made it as far as Lunga, where I stopped for, let's call it a second breakfast. I happened to bump into Marco Fioroni, who is the guy who developed and obviously wrote the guide for this walk. Had a little chat about it, and he also managed. I was very busy at one point checking something on my phone. I had a call from the place I'd stayed at the previous night, last night, saying that I hadn't left the key, so I was explaining that, and I walked past one of the arrows, and Marco was very kindly at that point repainting it, and he shouted at me as I was merrily continuing down the street and pointed me in the right direction. So all good there. So we're approaching the little village of Cerreto. As you can probably see from the video, it's not quite the blue skies and sunshine it has been the last couple of days. It's still very pleasant, mild, feels a little bit damper than the last few days as well. Today, not a particularly difficult day on roads or gravel roads the whole way pretty much since we left Lunga. Very pleasant indeed.
Ciao ragazzi, ho incontrato qui Damien sul Cammino dei Borghi Silenti, un ragazzo che viene dall'Irlanda e mi fa molto piacere che il percorso viene effettuato anche da ragazzi che vengono dall'estero. Un saluto a tutti da Marco, l'ideatore del Cammino dei Borghi Silenti, e da Damien. Ciao ciao.
Grazie. A little bit of road walking, nice and easy, and very, very quiet. I've seen one car go past since I started this little section, so no problems for anyone. Just enjoying the sounds of the birds in the woods on either side of the road. Very spring-like. Dry path, not dry path. I guess which is the one I have to take. Let's go to it. We are just at the beginning of quite a steep descent. I'm going to have a rest at the bottom because immediately afterwards there is the steepest ascent of the whole trail. So I want to make sure that I'm good and ready to get up. I'll probably have a snack, some water, and then we can conquer it with ease. The descent is done. We came down about 200 meters in about a kilometer. It's pretty steep most of the way. I'll have a break before we start the ascent, which takes us up about 300 meters in about a kilometer and a half or thereabouts. And here we have the Cerreto della Pasquarella, the Hermitage of the Little Easter. This is a bit of a doozy. It is very steep, but it is short, as in a kilometre and a bit. We have done it. We're on a pretty level, or not steep, section, and the next little collection of buildings. I'm probably going to stop for a break, and then not far to Civitella. I was planning on having lunch there, but we will see whether I eat at my next stop or carry on. Not sure yet. Having a sit down on the steps of a little church in Civitella del Lago. I was going to stay here for lunch, but it's actually getting so late that I think I'm probably better just heading on. So I'm going to walk through the town, probably not have a look around. So I've got about 4 kilometres left. The place I'm staying tonight is just a little bit off the route, as in the route goes past the entrance to the road that it's on. So it'll be about another hour or so of walking. I think I'll just go back and get freshened up and then stuff my face, because I'm actually quite hungry now. There's only so much benefit you can get from snacking. Walking past a field where they've just been muck spreading, so to say it's a bit whiffy is a slight understatement. Sorry, my accommodation for tonight just called to check that I'm on the way. But yes, the smell is really quite overpowering. And good evening, here I am in my rather lovely agritourismo. The last part of the walk was mostly road walking, so not particularly interesting for the video, and also it was getting dark. It was actually just dark when I arrived, but I've showered, changed, eaten my food. Day 3 is over. It's a bit of a doozy, a mix between very, very easy sections and just that incredibly tiring section in the middle. Tomorrow's a little bit longer, but I'm just going to take my time. It's not supposed to be that difficult, but I think I'm ready for bed now, so off we go. As always, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the videos. Please do like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow.